Hello and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today is another lovely chat, but I'll start with something that's not lovely, pretty bloody annoying. Someone's parked in my car parking space. We live in a block of flats and we have got a car park which is allocated parking. However, we live next door to a school and a church and also a supermarket, and a lot of people park in the road to go to those things. I can't even believe I'm boring you with this. And someone's parked in my bloody parking space, which is really annoying because it means that I've had to park in someone else's parking space because there's no parking on the road. So that person, when they get back, is going to have someone in their space, so they're going to be pissed off too. We're all going to be pissed off. It's just a line of pissing offness. And I wouldn't normally be annoyed. I think it was exacerbated by the fact I needed a wee, so I was annoyed. So I've left a stroppy note on their bonnet saying, don't park here in future. But the other day, people come out from picking up their kids from something at school, like a class or something, and there was two mums talking in the road, and one of them said, oh, did you park in the flats car park? And she went, yeah, what are they going to do about it? Ah! It's so annoying. Oh, just annoyed Minnie. I just frightened Minnie. So yeah, someone's parked in my parking space. It's annoyed me. So I've become sort of like manic, like looking over to see if they've moved out of my car parking space yet, so I can move my car from someone else's parking space into my parking space, so that by the time they go from work, there's no one in their car parking space. Oh, so yeah, it's frustrating, but never mind, let's get on with this lovely chat. First of all, look at this lovely thing. This is a little tiny mug David and I bought from a place in Hastings. We went there for David's birthday. David vlogged it actually, and he hasn't edited his vlog footage. I'll be on to him about that. And I always leave the end of tea, and I never finish a mug of tea. So when I saw this for like $4.95, it's very, very cute. This, I feel like on the screen it looks much bigger than it actually is. It's very, very small. I wish I had something for scale, like a pound coin or something. But yeah, it's nice. Cools the tea down quickly, and I never leave anything, so everyone's happy and delighted. So here is our lovely chat. I thought I'd start by talking about, in these lovely chats, although I do a currently reading, I always just mention what I'm reading in lovely chats as well, so I'm not listening to anything on audiobook at the moment, which is amazing. I'm also reading, oh, I'll do this one first. I'm also reading This Must Be the Place by Maggie O'Farrell. Very much enjoying this, enjoying multiple perspective, also enjoying this narrative structure I like, multiple perspective over different periods of time, so hearing from one person in one time who then when I hear from them later at another time I think, well, you can't know about this because that happened in that time and blah blah blah. Really, really loving this, enjoying it very much. I'm almost 2/3 through, hoping to finish that today, hopefully. I've got quite a lot of reading to do. I'm also reading Wuthering Heights by Charlotte Bronte. This is a penguin cloth bound classic edition. Lovely stuff. I've got quite a few of these. Some of them are hidden here. I think that's Far From the Madding Crowd, actually. Yeah, it is. Far From the Madding Crowd, which I watched the film of and very much enjoyed. So I might read that, actually. No, I can't read it. Won't be reading it this month because November's non-fiction November and December is Christmas reading. So missed my chance to read that this year. I am reading this because there is a Gothic read-along going on at the moment. Jenny King is hosting it. I will link her announcement video down below. We're all reading and discussing Wuthering Heights, The Loney and The Little Stranger, all of which I have here. They're also reading The Birds by Daphne du Maurier, which is one that I've read quite recently, so I opted not to read that again, although I may reread the short story The Birds because I'm very much enjoying that. But yeah, enjoying the Gothic read-along. Reading, she split it into the month into 3 parts, so that we read Wuthering Heights for the first half, first third, then The Loney, then The Little Stranger, I think. Yeah, so I've set myself, there's about 30 pages of this I've got to read a day, so that's what I'm going to do with my lunch. Oh, my lunch, I've got a jacket potato in the oven. Very much excited about that. So yeah, they're what I'm reading at the moment. What are you guys reading at the moment? Is anyone joining in with the Gothic read along? There's so much reading stuff going on this month. It's so exciting. So I'm doing the Gothic read along. It's also Cosy Reading Night on the 20th of this month. I will link the announcement video down below for that. Mercedes has got an autumn readathon going to celebrate her getting to 30,000 subscribers. I will link the announcement video down for that as well. So I'm joining in with that. Then Victober's happening, and also it's Dewey's readathon, 24-hour readathon. So there's so much going on this month. It's because autumn is BookTubers' time, isn't it? I've got my lovely autumn cardi on. So yeah, who's joining in with that sort of, who's joining in with any of those readathons or any reading things that are going on? Because there's just so much on this month, which is lovely. I really like October. And yeah, I'm excited by all the reading stuff that's going on. So very, very much looking forward to that. What else did I want to chat to you about? Oh yeah, a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I'd made a Google form to do with things about my channel. I was not concerned, but I'd been making a few bits of content that weren't book related, and I wondered how people felt about that, and I thought not everyone would probably want to write that in a public comment, so I made a little Google form and asked a few people to fill it out. I've had almost like 400 responses to it. Thanks guys. I will leave it open for a little bit longer, so if you haven't filled it in yet and you still do want to, I'll link it down below. I'll probably leave it open like maybe for another couple of days, maybe till the end of the weekend, and then I might do a video about the responses I've got from it, because there's been really interesting responses. So not for any spoilers, one of the things I found very interesting was that I asked people what their favourite types of videos were, and what their least favourite types of videos were, and so wrap-ups won the favourite types of videos, but second were favourites videos. I mean, so far, this may all change. But then when I asked for people's least favourite videos, favourites videos came up. So it's all a bit confusing. It's sort of like cancelled each other out. But I've had some lovely comments. Everyone's been so kind and nice, and really like brought to my attention some things that I was like, yeah, definitely. That's definitely true of my channel. So yeah, I mean, nothing's going to be changing drastically. So if you're enjoying it as it is, then don't fret. It's still happening. So much. But yeah, it's been really helpful, and I was just a bit nervous about doing more non-bookish content on a primarily BookTube channel. For instance, things like my alphabet series, where I talk about so I'm working my way through the alphabet, talking about different issues. If you haven't seen it already, you may well have seen it. I've done anxiety, body positivity, and cruelty-free. D is next. I don't know what I'm going to do for D. I had a really good idea the other day, thought about writing it down, didn't. Now it's gone. It's gone out my head. It's not David. It wasn't David. So yeah, things like that, and there's a few more cruelty-free things I want to do, and bits. I really like filming my favourites videos, and even these videos, which I guess aren't strictly bookish content. I know I mention booktubey stuff, but like I really love filming lovely chats, and it just started as a bit of a random thing. I think I just thought, oh well, I've got a few things to catch up on, so I'll do it in a lovely chat, and now here we are. I think this might be the 8th or 9th one. Imagine. What plans have I got going forward? So this weekend, David and I have got a pretty chilled out weekend, which will be nice. David and I are going on holiday soon with my cousin Laura, her husband Tom, and their baby Delia. So that's exciting. We're going to Centre Parks, which David and I love, and it's the perfect time to go. I really think Centre Parks is an autumnal place, and it's got lovely loads of trees. There's going to be loads of leaves on the ground. It's going to be beautiful. We've got loads of activities planned, like spa, archery. I was very good at archery. We went to Pembrokeshire in the summer, and I was really good at it, and I want to check that it wasn't just a fluke, that I am actually good at it, because I'm never good at anything sporty, ever. I honestly mean it. I'm rubbish, but I was very good at archery. I've got a couple of bullseyes, imagine. So I'm going to, yes, we're doing archery. I think it's called crossbows, actually, to see if I'm still good at it. Also painting pottery, which I love doing. It's so like immersive and lovely, and you get 90 minutes to just paint. And the times David and I have done it, we've always done Christmas things, because we've always gone around Christmas time. So we're not going at Christmas time this year. Well, not around Christmas time, but within what Centre Parks called Christmas season. So there's always like Christmassy stuff to decorate, but there won't be this year. So I might do a pumpkin to add to my pumpkin display. So I might do something like that. But yeah, really nice. We're going to be like cooking dinners for each other and just relaxing, doing a bit of reading, swimming. Oh, it's going to be blissful. So tonight we're going round Tom and Laura's to have a little discussion about what foods we're cooking and things like that, and just any more planning we need to do for the place. And then tomorrow night we're at a friend's house watching a film. I can't remember what film it is, and I really should think. It's like I think it's a Studio Ghibli one, which David and I have never seen any Studio Ghibli stuff. So we're going to go around and watch that. And then Saturday we're just having a chilling out day, which will be lovely. And then I'm going to cook quite a posho dinner. I think I'm doing a well, not a posho dinner, but just one that like an investment dinner. I'm going to do chicken teriyaki for David, and I'm doing aubergine teriyaki for me. Although in Tesco's yesterday, no aubergines. So I need to go and get an aubergine before that. And then Sunday we're at roast dinner around my mum and dad's house. My mum's all excited because she's found a nut roast recipe that she wants to do at Christmas. So she's trialling it this weekend to see how it is, because last time, the nut roast we had before, last time we went around there for a Sunday roast, she'd bought a nut roast, which is fine. Like, I've bought nut roasts before, which have been delicious. But this one, she bought it on the run up to Christmas last year and had frozen it. It wasn't just hanging around on the kitchen side, and had got it out and cooked it for me, it was like Christmas pudding. I swear, and it had like a cranberry jam on top. It was like, it tasted nice, but it just wasn't like roasted. It tasted like Christmas pudding. Like, it tasted like a nice Christmas pudding. So that was a bit strange. So she's found a recipe for one, but just coincidentally in Tesco this week, keep talking about Tesco, when there was no aubergines, I looked in the frozen section of the vegetarian bit, and they've started getting their Christmas bits in. So they had a portobello mushroom Wellington, which I bought, and it looks amazing. It was only £3. I haven't eaten it yet, and I said to my mum, well, do you want me to bring it this weekend and we can try that? And she said no, because she wants to try the nut roast. But I'll let you know how I get on with that portobello mushroom nut roast. Has anyone bought any frozen nut roast or any recipes for nut roast? Then do let me know down below. I'd love some links to recipes for nut roast or any nut roast they've eaten. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I think that's it. I'm sure afterwards I'll be like, oh, I wish there's something. I got a text from David's mum saying that she had a parcel for me. We get some parcels delivered to David's parents' house. And I was like, oh, I'll pop round and go and get that. And then I can open it on camera when I'm doing my lovely chat. And they weren't in. So I've got a parcel. I think it's got Moomin books in, which is quite excited. David's frightened of Moomins, by the way. I don't know why, but he says he's frightened of them. So yeah. I think that's it for me now. I'm going to go and have my jacket potato, read Wuthering Heights. Then I've got a video to film on audiobooks, so keep an eye out for that audiobook video. I'm going to do a video talking about what audiobooks, this is the hype video for it, talking about what audiobooks I've been listening to recently and what I'm looking forward to listening to. And yeah, it's a lovely bright afternoon. I'm going to be bloody hanging off my balcony all afternoon, waiting for that person to move their car out my space. Now I regret the tone of my note, but I'm sure they probably won't care. Yeah, so yeah, let me know what you're reading, let me know what you've been up to, let me know nut roast stuff, what reading challenges you're going to be taking part in. Would love to hear from you. Love a chat with you all. You're all wonderful.